loving heart, and welcome to the Drink Less, Live Better podcast. This is the podcast that helps you to see that drinking less doesn't need to be stressful, lonely or boring. I'm your host, Sarah Williamson, and I decided to have a year alcohol-free as a little life experiment and haven't looked back. With my experience and training, I now help other people with their alcohol-free or drink less adventures. You can find out more and sign up to my 5-day Drink Less challenge at drinklesslivebetter.com. I'm here to tell you that you can relax, connect and have fun without alcohol in your life. Join me here each week to find out how. This week's episode is called Word of the Day. Choosing a word of the day was a bit of a ritual for me in the early days of my alcohol-free life. I pulled my old diary off the bookshelf just now to have a bit of a walk down memory lane. I flicked to the start of 2020 when I was only a month or so sober. At that time, I would write a few lines about how I was feeling, if anything was bothering me, or if there was something I was considering or reconsidering. My page always had a word of the day written at the top. Here are some examples of words from that time. Hopeful, energetic, calm, focused, productive, confident, capable. These words are perhaps mini mantras or the tiniest affirmations possible. They are certainly all words that I perceive to be positive in some way or another. At that point in my life, I used a word of the day as a bit of an anchor, a point of light when times were a bit tricky. When I was sitting in the morning, considering the day ahead, writing in my diary and perhaps scribbling a few notes about what I needed to get done, having a word of the day chosen made me feel like I had a little bit more control over my mindset than I might otherwise have done. I would decide on and note down my word, and then I would take a Sharpie and write it either on the front of my hand or on the palm of my hand. Of course, at some point during the day, it washed off, but I usually went the whole of the morning with the word being in front of my face at some point, maybe a dozen or more times, and it just gave me that opportunity to keep coming back to that positive word that I had written down. At some point, I stopped using a word of the day, mantra or positive affirmation, and life just ticked along a bit like normal. But it's something I've come back to time and time again over the last couple of years and used perhaps for a short period of time and then let it go again. Right now, I'm back in the zone where I'm choosing a word of the day every single day. I'm actually posting on Instagram a little reel every day talking about what my word of the day is and what it means to me. So if you're interested, please do follow along on Instagram for more of those updates. Thank you for listening in today. Come back again next week, and P.S. I believe in you.